Hi, everybody. It's Dara. And who has anxiety? Who here has had any anxiety in 2020? I think we all have had anxiety. And I know of some ways to combat, to protect, to dual direction adaptogenic herb fix the situation. And so, hey, Cass, here's the thing. There's so many things we can do to offset anxiety. There's so many things we can do to shift our mood with food and food alone. Food and herbs, food and Chinese mushrooms, food and Ayurvedic herbs. And I have the star of today, which is ashwagandha, which I need to put in the title. Ashwagandha has so many benefits that it's almost hard to mention all of them. So what we're going to do tonight, this evening, is make a tonic that is going to help us relax, help us deal with stress. And not only will it do that, it's anti-inflammatory. It will help lower our blood pressure. So there's ashwagandha that does, that's really good for so many things, like it boosts your libido. But the biggest thing it does is combat stress, okay? And lowers your cortisol. It helps you feel more youthful. It even helps your memory. And also by lowering cortisol and boosting testosterone, it helps build muscle. So it's just like a winner. It's like all the rage these days. It has been for thousands of years. And it's coming to you through me via Addictive Wellness, which they have very, very, very fine products. I know the couple, and vegan, gluten-free, sugar-free, very, very mindful, loving couple company. And you can get a Dara discount. So I feel really good about this. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Lisa Marie. So what I thought I would do is do a vanilla rose tonic with a nettle base with ashwagandha and pearl powder added in. I may even make it a creamy vanilla rose with my, this is fresh almond milk that I've been making daily. This is I broke the cleanse. I kind of ended the cleanse last night, but I mildly ended my 4-day juice cleanse with just tomato and cucumbers and the littlest, teeniest cup of butternut squash soup. Today I had some steamed veggies with some sauteed mushrooms. And so I'm eating very light. I'm having mostly liquids, and my energy is just very, very calm. It's very subdued, and it's just reminded me, you guys, how much we can alter how we feel by what we put in our bodies. By what we put in and what we eliminate, and being mindful of both, and that in different seasons and different times of our lives, we need to eat differently. So how I ate from 40 to 50 is different maybe than how I'm eating now. How I ate in the summer is different now. Right now it's leading into fall. There's a chill in the air in Venice, California, and it makes me feel like New Jersey, where I grew up, and I am always brewing something on the stove, whether it's a chai. You could get my chai, my perfected masala chai recipe in the latest ebook, The Doobies Do the Holidays. Go to my website. And obviously tonics. If you don't have the tonics ebook, it's good to have, and soups and smoothies. If you have those three, the magic trio, you're going to be healthy. You're going to have nurturing, comforting, healthy comfort food. You'll have tonics, and then you'll have how to, I would say, cleanse, including the fiber. Like juice cleanse is one thing, but my soups and smoothies, they're all raw, and that's cleansing and having the fiber. It's a little slower, but it's a lot easier. So, yeah, I want to talk about anxiety. I want to relieve and alleviate anxiety. Roller girl, Sue. Okay, and Isabella. Hi, honeys. So I want you to know about Lao Botanicals, just because I grabbed this. One thing you can do when you're having anxiety is to know that you can take just a moment to breathe. And when you're breathing in something that feels and smells as delicious as this serum, this is a garden nectar serum, and I'm feeling like there's jasmine, gardenia, I don't know, everything delicious in here. LAU Botanicals, and they're having a 35% off sale. And I really, really, really love having some aromatherapy. Obviously, lavender is good, but so we take a moment, we breathe in, and then we're going to discuss what I'm doing. So I got out my Vitamix. I want you guys to know that oftentimes I will mix my my tonics or reheat tonics in my Compresso frother. I believe this is in Kitchen Faves on my website, and it's just it's like a idiot proof. There's many, or burn proof, should I say, dummy proof. There's many times where I heat up a tonic and I leave it on the stove and then it ends up thick and black at the bottom. And when I use my Compresso frother to reheat something or to mix in some powdered herbs, it's guaranteed to shut off. So I really like that. Plus it heats it up, it's frothy, and it's no fuss. So that's one way, is to add the nettle tea in here and add some of the ingredients and just take it for a spin. The other way is to have the carafe, which is my tried and true way. So I want to show you the nettle first. I keep a large amount. I order nettle in bulk from Mountain Rose Herbs or Frontier Co-op Organics. Frontier is a great company, but I like I do like Mountain Rose Herbs. I just placed a big order with them for some lovely things, and they have just beautiful stories under the ingredients on their website. So this is nettle. Now nettle's earthy. You wouldn't really think to put this with vanilla and rose, but I am feeling the nettle because nettle is anti-inflammatory, especially for your arteries and blood vessels. So stress, we're going to handle the cortisol with the ashwagandha. We're going to like calm ourselves down. But when our blood is like, when our arteries are like, this opens up the arteries, this opens up inflammation so that there's less high blood pressure. And also it has silica and it has sulfur, which is really good for your hair. And those two things go together. I've heard that there is an enormous amount of hair loss going on, like 1 in 5 people, because due to stress, that happens. If you have stress, you can have hair loss. If you have low vitamin D, you can have depression and hair loss. There's a lot of reasons, but one thing that can help your hair combat hair loss, help regrow hair, supposedly, and make your existing hair shiny and healthy is nettle. So like, why wouldn't you want to have some nettle brewing during the day? Maybe in a crock pot, just to take some. So I have some now. Sometimes I'll brew nettle, strain it, and just keep it in the refrigerator and take a sip of it cold. It's lovely. But I'm more of a warm, hot drink person. So now, hi, darlings. You can all say where you are. I'm in Venice, California. Where are you at? So this is going to be nettle, vanilla, rose. And I would say the nettle is going to make it a tad earthy, but it's okay. So we have our nettle tea base, which is brewing. We have 2 choices for rose. I have Rose Vibes, which is like a rose water. And then I have one of my favorites that I really think is good to have on hand. She has so many different flavors. This is medicine flower. And I haven't ordered in a long time, so somebody can tell me if she's still in business. It's for culinary use, and this is rose. And like 4 drops will do you. So nettle with hawthorn is great. Remind me what hawthorn is good for. I know oat straw is great. There's so many different burdock root for detoxification. There's so many brews you can make. And then you're just making these infusions yourself. And they can be the base of tonics, which takes it to the next level. Yeah, so heart health, Pirate Pete. So in essence, this is heart health too, the nettle, because it's opening up the blood vessels to, you can, get blood to your heart. So now we have a rose. I'm going to use some pearl powder. And pearl powder is really good for calming the nerves as well. And it's very, very good for your nails, your hair, your teeth, your bones. It's very chalky, so just a little bit will go a long way. I'm going to put in the ashwagandha, which is very, very strong. So if it says, I think it says 1/8 of a teaspoon, just use 1/8 of a teaspoon. The flavor will head in a direction that it will be hard to come back from. Number 1, heart health herb. Heart health herb. That's a funny tongue twister. So, okay, I'll get some hawthorn. So are you brewing the hawthorn? This is a little bit more than That's enough. So let's see. I'm going to put a little bit of my almond milk, which is, I make it every day, every other day. It really helped on my juice cleanse. And this is my little doobie towel, the latest one that I drew. If you're interested in following me at the Doobie Universe on Instagram, please do. We're going to do another giveaway. Heat destroys. Okay, so a cold brew. Okay, that's good to know. Cold brew, a cool brew, right? You could do cool. I'm going to use some of my ground vanilla bean because I feel like I need some extra nurturing, some extra yin energy. Vanilla is yin, chocolate is yang. And I'm kind of craving, I haven't had chocolate in days. Obviously, I was on a cleanse, but I feel that some chocolate is coming into my life. Oh, good. Medicine Flower has a website still. I am tickled. I might get myself something different and new from them. I met her. She was at the raw food festival where I spoke and won Sexiest Raw Vegan. And she was there with her company years ago, and I'm happy to hear they're still in business. So we take a deep breath. We know, oh, the other thing for growing. So this is really good for our hair too, right? And we want to do like, I'm using Vegamour. You can't see it. GRO, it's a hair serum. And what I like about it is that it prompts you to massage your scalp at least once a day. And it's a serum that is not oily, so it doesn't really ruin your hairstyle too much. And I've been using it for about a month, and I've noticed my hair is shinier and healthier, and there's less dry spots. Sometimes I would get dry spots on my scalp, and then the hair would pull out where the dry spots were. So that's not happening at all right now. And that makes me very happy. It always goes back. If for some reason that happens, just don't stress about it because I think the stress makes it worse. Sexiest raw vegan. Woo! Yeah. So that happened. Coconut oil, yeah, and coconut oil will change your hairstyle. Like you're gonna feel the coconut oil. So when you use this, Vegamour, Vegamour, and look it up and see what you think about it. So we got our concoction in here. We could do a little coconut oil. Speaking of coconut oil, we're gonna want a pinch of salt. I made tonics throughout my juice cleanse, just so you know. Salt. And we might as well get the where's my strainer? My strainer's been handy. Every morning, you guys, I make the most delicious chai. It's to beat the band. It's in my recipe book. And every morning, I'm having fresh ginger and cardamom and cloves. And it's just like heaven. Really hot, spicy heaven. This is way too big, this strainer, but it is handy. Oh, so is my other one. This is my all-time favorite strainer that I really should have another one because I use it all the time. Okay, I love this strainer. I don't know why, I just love it so much. So we're gonna, and if we want it creamy, we could do a coconut oil. That's nice. Ghee if you're not vegan and you don't mind ghee. I might do extra rose. I definitely put in extra vanilla. Let's do a titch of coconut oil. I'm going to use my Nutiva butter flavor coconut oil. Do you know that? It's really good. Himalayan pink salt is what I use too. Hello, not organized today, Daddy. I'm totally doing a video. I had to cancel some of my sessions because I'm like, you don't know how you're going to feel. You might have a coffee withdrawal induced headache and not be able to function, which happened yesterday on my 4th day of the cleanse. I don't know if it was the 3rd day or the 4th. I think it was the 4th day. I woke up in the morning with a headache and I was like, damn, that coffee. And I was only having a couple cups for the past couple of weeks here and there, but obviously it was still in my system. When it was gone, it wanted to be back in. It's like the coffee demon, which is real to me. I'm very good friends with her. I know her well. she and I, or he and I, have had a love affair, a love-hate affair for many years. I am the queen of getting off of coffee. I know how to do it. I know how to get rid of a headache. I know how to get rid of the symptoms. It's in my Tonics ebook, but it does come on when you're not paying attention. You know what I mean? Like if you're not ahead of the game and making sure you're like managing to not get a headache, it will happen. And then you just put peppermint on your temples and you go to sleep. I don't know how I could be, dehydration totally causes headaches, and I don't know how I could be dehydrated because I was having like 6 juices a day, but I think it was the coffee, but who knows? Anyway, it's gone. But yes, it does. We need to hydrate. How could I was drinking so much juices. So we're going to blend this lovely, and then we're going to see if it's rosy enough. We're going to see if it's vanilla-y enough and yin enough and all of that jazz. I think it's going to be lovely. I'm curious, you guys, and I did not blend that very long at all. That's funny. Hold on. I'm really curious how many of you experience anxiety, and do you know what to do with it? Yeah, coffee's ridiculous. It like sneaks back in. I allow it. I have to take some responsibility. It doesn't just sneak. I like to say it sneaks back in, but like I welcome it. I let it. You have stress. Do you have stress and anxiety? Are you having ashwagandha daily? Do you want to add, you guys, any other things that help you relieve your anxiety? Obviously, we know baths, we know meditation, we know yoga. We know looking around and seeing what's in front of us, noticing what I do is I notice something beautiful or the details of something, and it brings me back to being present. Every day I'm like, can I smell it? Yes, I can smell it. Guess what we forgot to add, and it doesn't even need it. Crazy, man. I forgot to add something sweet. What I'm going to add is monk fruit. I totally forgot to add something sweet, and we're going to need to heat. Something sweet, and we're going to need to heat. I've been using monk fruit because I don't want to add in sugar boost, raise my glycemic index. Anxiety sometimes is low grade and it's just there and you don't even realize it's there until you're truly relaxed. Massages help. That Hypervolt machine I got seriously helps. It takes all the tension out of my body. Just like a tablespoon, a little bit more. And then we're going to need to heat it. Be faithful with ashwagandha. Just put it in a smoothie or in your hot tea. Do meditation and yoga and breath work. Breath work. And the Tonic book is great. That's interesting that you said sternum, because I find when I use the percussion machine here, it really alleviates tension so much. Sometimes you have this feeling like something's about to happen and it gives you like this, or something happens and I don't really feel a lot of stress because I don't watch the news and I know whatever's supposed to come will come and I'll know what I need to know. But once in a while, something's going to happen that brings you a feeling like, oh no, how am I going to deal with this? What am I going to do? How do I handle myself? That sort of thing. It's an EFT spot. That's what I feel. Magnesium is so great. Thank you. Good one. Breathing. We forget to breathe. You know what's also really calming and grounding I could add to this is Shilajit. I think adding more trace minerals into our diets, and we can't always get them from our food, our produce, unfortunately. So we might want to add them via tonics. So Shilajit is a great one. So we're going to heat this up. You are stronger than you know. My nose, you're stronger than you know. My mom used to say, and this too shall pass. So we're going to heat it in here because my pot has the nettle leaf still sitting in it. Sitting right there, and then I'd have to rinse it and strain it. So we're going to talk. Thank you, Cass. Magnesium helps me as well. Do you like the supplement? You like the Yes, Calm. That's a good one. It doesn't taste very good, does it? And this too shall pass. Yes. Okay, let's heat. Let's discuss. Let's calm each other. Let's light a candle. Let's dim the lights. I was considering doing a nighttime with Dara. You know, I used to do them with like the lights down and candles, but I turned the lights on. But it might be nice to do a nighttime with Dara soon. I don't know if you guys saw. I don't know, Cass, if you saw. We want to grab more people with the titles. Jenna told me I need to be a little more grabby. Healthy vegan. What do I eat? What does Dara eat in a day? Do you guys want to see that? Yeah. So I made a video about the enema last night, and that's one really good way to calm yourself down. Yeah, I need to do nighttime with Dara. This feels, I have the energy right now of nighttime with Dara, but the lights are, I could shut them off now. We could see. I should have t-shirts saying, this too shall pass. This too shall pass. That's like the best anti-stressor. Vetiver oil, Conga Mama, that's a good one. Grounding and calming. Shilajit is grounding and calming vetiver oil. You know, go on Mountain Rose Herbs. They have all the aromatherapy. How lovely. So we're just going to hang out together. I'm waiting for my tonic to heat. You know what helps me? Drawing doobies for hours. So I'm going to go draw in watercolor. Cedar wood on the bottoms of your feet. That sounds lovely. I did a little cleansing ritual after we were done with the cleanse, which I'm so proud of Jada Rose, my daughter, because her first cleanse, she did amazing. You know, wow. That just like made me such a happy mama to be able to do that. When your child comes to you and says, hey mom, do you want to do a cleanse? I'd like to do a cleanse with you. And we spent 4 or 5 days together, and like, just wow. Great. So this is charcoal, and then you light it. And then this is sandalwood that I was burning today. Jessica Rose. Okay, Isabella, you watched the old videos. You know what? We need to do nighttime with Dara. I'm almost tempted to dim the lights right now. Let's see what happens. Should we see? Certainly, Pirate Pete. If we haven't said this, I haven't said this, pharmaceuticals are toxic poisons. They are eventually going to toxify the liver, and then your liver is just overtaxed and all kinds of things go wrong. You could get angry, you end up having kidney issues, then you've got to be on kidney medicine, and the kidney medicine poorly affects the heart, and then you go on heart medicine, and that doesn't go with the kidney medicine. So we don't really want that. We want to avoid that. And this is the way to avoid that. Fruit, veggies, cleanses, even no cleanses. Just chew your raw food, and that's a cleanse. Just be really mindful about bad and ugly fats, bad oils, canola oil, corn oil, right? Rancid, yucky, clogging the artery oils. Like if you're using olive oil, drizzle it on after you've steamed your food. Don't cook with it. Use the best, use the freshest, or none at all. You're scared all the time. It's been hard to find anything that calms my nerves. So I am not afraid of getting sick, but I imagine there's a lot of people who are in serious fear. And I think that is causing people to get sick because stress is the biggest weak link, right? Like stress is like a crack in your system that lets the illness get through. And you have to say to yourself, I'm healthy, I'm strong. Like Honga Mama said, I'm strong. I've got this. Like I'm doing everything within my power. We do not want to fear it. It is overblown. It's over. The numbers are not true, in my opinion. It's overblown for a number of reasons, but it is really not as bad. So I feel that the people who are afraid are just, they're eating fear. You're like eating fear daily. If you're stressed because you lost your job, okay. If you're stressed because you don't know how you're going to pay your rent or feed your family, if you're stressed because you think you're going to get sick, that needs to, like, the languaging and the programming needs to change, so that you're saying, I am healthy and I know that God or spirit, the divine nature, Mother Earth has everything for me to heal myself. Minerals, fruits, vegetables, laughter, breath work, love. If there's someone that's speaking fear to you all the time, if there's news that's speaking fear to you all the time, speaking scarcity, fear, then it's your job to turn it off. And you will see, try it for a couple of days, try it for a week, and you will feel so much better. Sometimes it's like, it's just another form of like gossip or entertainment to like tune in to what is scaring you. It's like watching a scary movie. Like, you don't need to do that. You can watch something that's teaching you something. Watch Fantastic Fungi. The fungi is here to save the world. The fungi is like the ultimate declutterer, taking care of animal matter and decomposing, and then like spores going everywhere and lifting spirit and changing things for the better. Like, we want to be like the mycelium, like the mushrooms, and there's so much to learn, and there's so many ways to expand your own horizons for the better in your own sphere. And if we each did that, made good in our sphere instead of fear in our sphere, the world's going to be a better place, and solutions will appear, and the good will win, and we won't have to be living like we're living, with liberties being taken away, and beautiful people who worked in beautiful businesses no longer able to go to work because the stores can't pay their rent. And it's just like, power to the people. And the power to the people basically is not saying yes to any kind of agenda that has anything to do with money, that is going to make somebody money and make you scared, so that you take and do whatever they think you should do so they can make money and keep you scared. No, that is not what we do here. Yeah, there's a lot of doctors who have been censored. The ones who are saying, no, guys, no. Think about who's being censored and why. So, it could happen to your stomach. Could feel like it's dropping from what's going on in the world. It could drop from fear of losing something, fear of losing someone, fear of losing love. There's a zillion reasons. It's so human. Like, there's no shame in it. It's just important for us to learn how to, like, I would say, not fight it and not always redirect it. Let it wash over us and say, this too shall pass. I think I'm really good at redirecting, like, oh, feeling this, got to go do this, got to clean this closet, got to do this. But once in a while, it comes over so strong that I let it wash over me. I'm not going to numb it. I'm not going to avoid that it's happening. If tears need to flow, especially on a cleanse, if tears come, you just cry, and then it washes your eyeballs. There's no shame. Sometimes it means that you're just like in a vortex of a certain belief system or people around you. Maybe you're sensitive and there's people around you that are in fear, or maybe it's just triggering fear that lives inside of you and it's like activated at the moment. So it's really a job to be mindful, to say, it's okay that I feel this way, like I'm scared or I have anxiety. But I am not my anxiety. I am not my fear. I am love. I am strong. I am kind. I am happy. I am generous. I am giving. I am creative. I am a creative being. And I can figure a way through this. And it's up to me. That's what I would say. Oh, honey, honey. So seeking health, you're taking a pill. What kind of pill are you taking? People want a quick fix, but it's actually a quicker fix to feel the anxiety and get help for it, even if it's through a friend or a professional, maybe, or maybe there's a hotline or a group. Maybe there's like a group anxiety, like where group anxiety tap in. No, but like someone you can call to help soothe or learn how to self-soothe, because in the end, the pill that you take that takes it away is going to it's just covering up the root, easing the symptom, and then it's going to still be there when the pill wears off, and then you have to take another one, and pill lands in your liver. Your liver is taxed, and then you got to go do a cleanse, and your cleanse will hurt more than if you didn't take all the pharmaceuticals. And for anyone who's on pharmaceuticals, I can't say not to be on them, because I don't know what you're on them for. I don't know if it's for any mental health. Please do not, I'm not giving you advice of what to do to get off, but just consider that there are natural ways. Consider that if it's something to help you through a short period of time, but maybe there's a long-term goal of not being on them. I remember Herbie, when he went raw vegan, I was like, you're going to feel like Superman, and you're going to no longer feel like taking your pharmaceutical pills. Please do it under the supervision of your physician, because you need to wean off of things. And he did not. And he ended up in the hospital because his potassium dropped, and this whole thing happened. And I was like, did you go off of your pills? He's like, yes, I did. I was like, did I tell you not to? He's like, yes, you told me not to. Anyway, so it's ultimate, right, to be non-dependent on anything, any addictive substance, non-dependent on the phone, the Instagram, non-dependent. There's so many ways to distract ourselves these days, right? Like some people, drink, and some people are smoking weed, and some people are shopping online, and some people are gossiping, and some people are getting angry at other people and leaving nasty comments wherever. I mean, there's like a million ways that it's coming out. But really, if we can just mind our manners, mind ourselves, mind our small sphere of influence, will radiate out. St. John's wort is great. So if you're feeling depressed, also St. John's wort, holy basil, rhodiola, rosea is a really good one for mental health too, mental clarity. Yes, Lucy dear, thank you for coaching. It's just about observing your thoughts, but not attaching to them. It's a practice, right? And it's, I think sometimes people feel like if they start to feel and they really let themselves go there, they'll fall apart and they'll just be a big mess on the floor and never get up. It's not true. Spirit or somebody who's passed or something will happen and come. When you surrender to it, it will be lifted. When you surrender, you will be saved from it. It will not stay there forever. It's almost like you got to just let it, because like the holding on, the blockage, like the not allowing it to be, is like damming up the waters. Yes, this is an ashwagandha vanilla rose tonic and CBD. There you go. So rage cleaning for stress lately. Kate, that's so good. There is nothing better. I'm telling you, I've always thought that's where I put my anxiety, is making things look better, making things be more organized. It's a pretty healthy way to deal with your anxiety, because you're literally using it to make things better. So rage cleaning is funny. It sounds a little bit like my extreme sport decluttering, but more. Rage cleaning is like, then you get this shiny home and you had a place to get out your rage. And that sounds good to me. Like, that sounds good. Like, I'm thinking about places I saw in my home that could use a white rag being like on the door, on the moldings, the beautiful moldings I have in the Spanish home. I can see the dust landed there, and maybe the housekeeper didn't see it. But like, how great if I was to just say, okay, tomorrow's floor cleaning day, and I'm going to, I mean, how many times does your floor get the hand treatment, hands and knees with a bucket? and looks nice oily soap or whatever you use, and you just go down there and Murphy's oil or whatever you're using, a natural version, and you're down there and getting in the crevices to the edges and like lovingly doing it or ragefully doing it, but doing it so that it's like shifts the energy under your feet. That could be done. If you don't know what to do with yourself, clean something. Wipe doorknobs. I used to do that before COVID. Empty your junk drawer. White glove cleaning with the toothbrush. Laughter helps. So helps. John Belushi in his Sumari in a sumo wrestler outfit cleaning. Yeah, like rage cleaning, love cleaning, wanting to change your life cleaning, decluttering, moving things magically changes your life. And it's something that you can control, and it's something that will make your life better. Maybe you want to do some leg lifts. You want to put on some fun music and do some butt lifts or some leg lifts or maybe some arm circles, or like stretch or, yeah, love cleaning. So that's so cute. Use a toothbrush. I'm going to go clean something. I'm going to go make something beautiful. I am going to clean up. I'm going to relax. I'm going to do whatever I feel like doing. I will tell you that drawing my doobies and coloring them in with watercolors or drawing on my iPad, that's just like heaven to me. So pick something that feels like heaven. Pick something that maybe is hard to start, and you take everything out, like cleaning a closet, putting it on the floor. Actually, when Jada came here about 5 days ago, she I had some of my clothes in her closet in her room, and I'm like, I don't know, I just have this feeling for her to have an empty closet. She didn't really need it, but I was like, why are my clothes just sitting there? It's my wealth area of feng shui, of the bagua, and it's just kind of, I never go in there to get dressed, so I don't think I should have the clothes that are in there. So I went through and I'm like, do you want any of these? And she went through them. I want this, I want this, I don't want this. And now I have a big pile of clothes to give away, beautiful clothes to give away that were otherwise congesting up my wealth area. So not only did she come, and it was her idea to detox and cleanse, but it was like an experience for me to really finally deal with the clothes, like the ultimate love cleaning and organizing. Do you want them, Amelia? Where are you? I don't know if you like all of them. I don't know if you're a size 7 shoe or there's a lot of things that may or may not work. Email me, hello@DaraDubinet.com. You're over here. Where's here? That's so funny. So I detoxed and decluttered. That's a really good thing to do so you don't think about food. I didn't once miss food. There was one time where Jada wanted something and I cut up cucumber and I had some cucumber too, but I really wasn't missing food. I didn't care. We both think it was because I spent like weeks doing the recipes for the recipe book, and I was like making food, and I always make my own food, and it just felt like a vacation. So yay, vegan by day. You cleaned your closet. Let's all do that. Let's have ashwagandha daily. Drawing joints. They're doobies because my last name is Dubinet, and my brother and I, our nicknames for each other were Doobie, and they're just little doobies, like Danny, little Danny, and DARA'S, and any of our children. Jada's a doobie, and Gabriel and Rafi and Lohana, little doobie. So there's doobies, and these are my little doobie creations. And I know it makes people think of joints, but it is not them. So not them. So this is my dish towel, and I'm thinking of doing a couple of these to do a giveaway. So join me on at the Doobie Universe, because that's going to be my pleasure. I haven't been able to do that lately. Just hand paint on denim jackets, on clothes, on jeans, on sneakers, on towels, on totes. It's just something fun I like to do that like just shifts my energy. Yeah, these are just Sharpie. Like, oh, so nice. What does Doobie mean? My last name is Dubinet, and when I was little, I called my brother Doobie. I was Doobie 1 because I was the oldest, and he's Doobie 2. I think plush toys are little figurines. I'm trying to write stories for them. We'll see how I do. But I could draw these for, no kidding, 8 hours a day. Like 8 hours. I have some big that I spray painted. You'll see over on Instagram. I did a mural on my studio wall, and then I painted a huge canvas with spray paints, and they want to be big and they want to be tiny. So they're not joints, they're doobies. Little pins, they need to be pins, they need to be fabric, so they could be pajama tops and pajama bottoms that I will wear out of the house. Right now, they live on my website. They are phone cases and face masks, and we did it through Society 6, so I just needed them to be in existence. And so I have, I'm going to go in a second because this is supposed to be 30 minutes and under, which never happens. But this is a little print. Like they printed it's a little artwork, and I have one in my bathroom. And hair, Brett, that's a great idea. This is my favorite thing of all time. And I've had many phone cases in my years, but this is literally my favorite phone case I've ever had. I don't know why it's not focusing there. You can get a black one, blue one. Stickers, totally 100% happening. It's my screensaver. You can get a screensaver. It's the back of my phone, the front of my phone. The frame doobies, like who wouldn't want this cute little? So the last giveaway I did, let's see. It's not focusing. Let me try. Yeah, there it is. So the last giveaway I did, you could pick what doobie merch you wanted. So I can do that again. I think I showed it to you upside down. Is it focusing? Here we go. Tara. All right, lovies. I am over and out. I'm really reminding you to get your greens on. Green juices, green smoothies, steamed greens. It doesn't matter. Mind your bad fats. The more fat you eat, the less you detoxify. Avocado, really good olive oil, some good coconut oil. I feel fairy laughter too. I'm so glad this was fun. I am so glad to see you guys. And I'm going to see you. Well, I spontaneously showed up yesterday for the enema video, so you'll never know. The water ritual, you never know when I'm going to appear, but certainly for sure Wednesday at 1. Unless I'm on the road. No, don't go. Hi, Raymond. I'm actually thinking of taking a road trip. I'm either going to be home writing stories for doobies and drawing them for 10 days straight, or I might take a road trip. More greens, more greens, more greens. I will do a how to stay young video, like what do you do to stay young and like what do you eat? I think you guys know my secrets, but they're not secrets because I've been talking about them for a really long time. But you got to eat the greens. It's a high green diet. I don't get the Botox or any kind of anything. When I want to feel good, I lighten up on the fat. I lighten up on, I'm not going to eat the rice or maybe the chickpeas. I'm going to just have like raw food, juices, smoothies, soups. I'm going to have my tonic. So get the tonics ebook. I definitely think the answer to life for me is the soups and smoothies ebook that I have and the tonics ebook. I can live on that. And if I lived on that, I would be light in spirit and in body, beautiful, vital, colorful, because my skin gets more colorful when I eat and drink this way. So I think I'm going to do the I'm Herbie's age. Oh, I thought you told me I'm Herbie's age. I'm like, no. Oh, you're right. Your mom's and he's Herbie's age. Herbie's happy. I told him you guys asked about him. Santa Cruz, there's a Cafe Gratitude. Is it still there? Is it really there, Congo Mama? I was thinking Harbin Hot Springs could be cool. And then Vichy Hot Springs all the way up in Ukiah. My friend Matt and his daughter Golden are in Mendocino. That's like really far and really beautiful. I feel like forest and natural spring water would be so good. It's just a very far drive. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do we want a road trip or do we want to draw and paint all day at home? I think a youth video would be good. Like, what do you do to stay young? and that is food, and that is thought. And someone asked me to make a video on what it's like to get older, and I have definite thoughts on that. I am 50. I'm going to be 55. I really forgot how old I was. I was like, am I going to be 55? And when I moved to Venice, I was 40, although I was a really young 40, like midriff bearing, like, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait, there's like a lot of young people moving in. I was like, I used to be the young one. Like, what happened? And now who am I? And so there's a lot of really cool thoughts, struggles, transitions, acceptance, that all is part of it. Thank you, Amelia. Oh no, I didn't want to hear about the senior discount. Roller girl, road trip and doobies. Do you feel that? So take the doobies with me and make sure that I stop and draw and write. What happened was I signed up for a class, Make Art That Sells. And when it started, I was finishing the recipe book. So I couldn't start and do what everybody was doing. Then I had sessions and they take my focus. And then I was about to really catch up in the class. It was how to write and pitch a children's storybook. And then Jada said, I want to do a cleanse, Mom. And I was like, I'll drop anything for that. And now here I am, like, now what? I was supposed to go on a road trip, but now I need to do the class. So I'm a little bit confused. Oh, I'm sorry you had to get a hysterectomy, dear darling seeking health. I am wishing for you speedy recovery. Rocking 60. All right. Yeah, no, I get that, Kate. Like there's a moment, and it's different for everybody when that moment comes. There's always a moment, and I'm going to tell you a story next time. Maybe that'll be Wednesday, or maybe that'll be a spontaneous video. There was a moment when a friend said something, and I was like, what? Like, what? And I just felt like, oh, is that how people see me? Like I always just saw myself as super, super young. And then I was like, well, I'm like the mom, and but I really think it's a matter of acceptance and doing what makes you happy. I really feel that doing what makes you happy makes you look younger. It makes you look less wrinkly. I think eating the way I eat, for me, obviously, I know how to up my game. Like if I want to feel and look younger, I'm going to juice and smoothie and liquids only and tonics. And that's going to like up my game vibrationally. And that's important. Naps, good sleep. Anyway, this is a whole topic that will be fun for us to discuss. And change is good and rolling with the times. Thank you, Gabriella. She said, hi, Dara, you're such an inspiration, beautiful soul. How is Herbie doing? Every night he calls me because he wants mine to be the last voice that he hears before he goes to sleep. It's the sweetest thing. We FaceTime. He's well fed by his son and his son's wife, and he's walking in Florida, and I hope to fly there and see him some point soon. Yeah, people think I'm younger too, and that's okay. That's good. Mohani, Matahari, darling OG in the house. Are you in Hawaii? Where are you? Yeah, we love Herbie. I told him last night, I'm like, everybody's always asking about you. So he's very good. North Carolina. That's lovely. All right. Well, I think I'm due. I think you guys are voting for a road trip. How many days? 5 days? What do you think? Let's take a vote. 9 days. You know me. I think I'm going to go away for 4 or 5 days, and I always stay longer. You guys make friends with each other, which you already are. So go for 5. If I need to stay longer, I can. So if I just say I'm going for 5 days, do we think as far north as Mendocino? It's very far. Friends. I want a camper, Mohani. I want a camper. I want a camper. Now I'm really sure, because one of my biggest reasons for not wanting to go on a road trip is like the possible disappointment of maybe there's pet dander in an apartment, or they use chemicals, or who knows what. So, you guys, let's all be friends. Isabella, where? Miss Integrity Liz, you're a little late to the party, but you could catch up. We made a beautiful vanilla rose nettle tonic with pearl powder and ashwagandha. You could already see I have no stress right now. I'm like sleepy. Oh, Elk Grove. I have to look that up. Snow sounds divine. I love that there's a chill in the air here now. Anyway, I love you guys. Big Sur area. I don't know where to stay. I want to stay somewhere that feels nice. Anyone feel free to message me, hello@daradubinet.com if you have any ideas. I'd like to stop midway between Venice, California and Mendocino, so I don't have to drive like all those hours straight, because once you get up to Mendocino, it's like a little harrowing on the 60, I think it is, to the beach. It's like, so maybe I'll stay up. I want to go everywhere, you guys. I would love to be like Dara's coming to a town near you. That's my dream, to have like a really cool van RV thing. Big hugs. The Doobies and I love you. And if you want to encourage me to do more, just join at the Doobie Universe on Instagram. Ooh, food and juices for festivals and traveling, but stuck here taking care of mom right now. Well, blessings to you for taking care of your mama. I would have the truck. Would you have the truck, live in it, and then you could serve from it? Because I would serve tonics next to you, so they can. Yeah, I want to travel over the USA. That needs to happen, and I need to have my own blankets and tonic materials and a big refrigerator to have pack and store greens when I find them, because it's not always as easy as here. So that's it. That's the plan. We've got it organized. Fantastic. So I only need a short little trip now, and then I need to plan my camper RV thing. Big hugs. See you guys soon. Get your greens on. Aw. Bye.